theme I'd like to invite us to explore is the theme of mind habits, or habits of the mind, or habits of the mind that we create, habits of the mind that become habits of body, action, etc. And there is and how it relates to metta, because in the practice of metta, we try to cultivate a way of thinking, being, considering ourselves and others, meeting our friends, meeting our thoughts, meeting ourselves, meeting others with friendliness, with goodwill, with a sense of goodwill as a way of cultivation. So this quote I want to share with you as inspiration is a quote from Mahatma Gandhi, and he says, "Keep your thoughts positive, because your thought becomes your words. Keep your words positive, because your words become your behavior. Your behavior becomes your habits. Your habits become your values. And your values become your destiny." It's quite profound. Let me bring it into the space one more time. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your behavior. Your behavior becomes your habits. And your habits becomes your values. And your values become your destiny. Quite powerful. It all starts, so our destiny, our life, this designing our life really starts with our thoughts, starts with how we incline our mind, as the Buddha says, inclining our minds. Do we incline it towards loving kindness? Do we incline it? Do we just let it go wild in ill will towards ourselves, judgmental thoughts, bad, 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 terrible, terrible? Do we let it run wild? Do we let it run wild with ill will towards others? Or do we gently say, okay, sweetie, all right, a little time for some cultivation, And again, not to self-flagellate. If you notice your thoughts are running wild, that would not be helpful. That would be pouring more gasoline on the fire of ill will. Because if you see that, right? If you have ill will towards yourself, or having ill will towards yourself, or having ill will towards yourself, or ill will towards others, it's not exactly stopping the cycle. So it's only through kindness towards yourself. If you notice, if the mind it's going on a tirade against yourself or against others, oh, sweetheart, compassion, kindness. A stick is not the solution. A carrot might be. So, and one last thing I want to say and bring into the space is this idea of our thoughts and leading to action, and our behavior and our destiny, etc., really isn't so different from the idea of karma, in the way that every thought, every action, every way, not to think of karma as this complicated thing from some past life that we don't even know what we did. Not in that way. That's not very helpful. But in the way of every action, every thought really sets into motion a habit pattern, a way of being, which then sets into motion further thoughts, further actions, further habit patterns. So in the equanimity phrase is actually where it is said that we are we're owners to our actions and heirs to our actions. owners and heirs. I want to unpack that a little bit, actually. So it is said that Kama is actually the womb from which we spring, which is so poetic. It's in Pali, it's Kama Yoni, Kama Yoni. So Kama, our karma, our actions, is the womb from which we spring. So powerful. And also, we are inalienable owners of our deeds. Kama Saka, for those who like the Pali. Kama-Saka. So we're the owners. We're the owners. It's both the womb we spring out from, and we are the owners.